years, running it with the, with the burn off, with the margin you have, right, every month. So it's not going to be a big business, I'm telling you. It looks like that only. So can you convince me that this business can become a big?
Being from somebody who's a skeptic herself, it becomes a challenge when you want to always be profitable. So that's one. You will always. हम बचपन में सिखाते हैं कि चादर जितनी बड़ी उतनी फैलाओगे. Now I want to extend that चादर.
So first of all, as my co-jury member has said, and along with Rakeshji as well, making it to the final cut showcases that you've really got through these important stages, which also means that you're solving a real problem. So I think they really deserve a round of applause. So well done to all three of you. And it also means that the others who could not make it to the stage today, it's not that their ideas were not great. Uh, they also reached to this stage, or so some other stages as well. In the finale, at a personal level, I think there are no winners and there are no losers. You all know your future, the way that you're building it. We are not in that position to really choose one out of you. So now it depends on each of you that who's going to stand out. But in your own way, I think you already stand out. So well done, and keep it going the way you are taking it ahead. Okay, so Rakeshji, I'll pass the mic to you. Let's start, and then let's take this ahead.
So I think we can start with. See, even if you have been selected, right, last round, I really see that there's a problem with the scaling, right? And I still, it's very difficult to convince me, right, that scaling is possible. There are chances of that you remain the way your business are running, you remain as it is for another 2 years, 3 years, running it with the, you know, uh, with the burn off, with the 6 lakh margin you have, right, every month. So it's not going to be a big business, I'm telling you. It looks like that only. So can you convince me that this business can become a big?
I think it sounds this way also because being a conventional person, being from somebody who's a skeptic herself, it becomes a challenge when you want to always be profitable. So that's one. You will always. हम बचपन में सिखाते हैं कि चादर जितनी बड़ी उतनी फैलाओगे. Now I want to extend that चादर, which is where I am at this stage. So we've already got a pace set it, but now if I'm looking at expanding this, that's where, and I think it's very difficult to say at this point where I am what your 10x or 100x is going to look like. But I know one thing. So one thing that I know is what I need. So that capital, when it comes in, how do we scale it? It has to be technology wise. It can't be a service oriented startup that's scaling that much.
See, conventional businesses are profitable business from the first day.
Yeah, because when you
All
are a service business, you're earning money from day one.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to let go of that. And
Yeah.
then move
So
on.
if you are profitable from the first day,
Yeah.
right? So that gives a very clear picture that the founder is a conservative, spending money on scale.
Yes, because when you're a first generation entrepreneur, your risk appetite also is slightly limited. But that's where I think we need an understanding, and I do admit that risk appetite needs to be increased. I do myself have enough now capital to sort of raise that a little more. But where we need is that, so we are here because clearly need mentorship.
I'm telling you,
I'm not talking about a series A, I'm
Yeah.
talking about a seed.
Yeah, because
right
of
now.
your conservative nature,
Yeah.
because of you are not spending more, right? You are actually saving more and
Yes.
becoming profitable. That
For
conservativeness.
me, that 6 months salary is very important to be in the bank, and I'm always at it. I don't want to be in that state, so that's definitely it. But I also need mentorship to sort of take that ahead.
If I can tell you one example, Amazon's founder still invests on whatever profit he is making.
Yeah,
Invest into the same company.
yeah.
If I come back to you, you are not investing into your own company because you are saving it.
I am investing into my own company, and it is getting spent, but I'm not saving it. So that 6 lakh, the 30 lakh that's happening, it will at some point of time go and burn, right? But it's not going to be at a state where, it becomes difficult, where I can't see a 6-month roadmap.
I think
So-
what Rakesh is also trying to, if I can use a way to explain it, we all have heard of that story of the rabbit and the tortoise, right?
Yeah,
So the tortoise goes slow and steady,
right.
and then the rabbit runs and then slows down, right? An entrepreneurial journey at times is similar, that we run fast and then we take a pause and then someone else overtakes us. At my personal level, a lot of people might not agree, but the purpose of business is to be in profit, right?
So, yes.
I'll just complete. You are in profit, but the point that we're trying to understand is that, is this profit the only profit, or can we take it into 1000x, right? And will you be able to do that is one of my question. And the second question is, in case you fail, in case you're not able to raise capital,
Yeah,
you still have profit.
right.
But let's say in case your business is not able to scale, then how will you give your return to your investors? Because people put in money in businesses. If you look at investors like us, as a trait, entrepreneurs are
Yeah,
risk takers.
I understand it's a liability still.
Investors are eternal optimists. मतलब हम ढूंढते हैं कि इसमें अच्छा क्या हो सकता है जिसके वजह से हम इन्वेस्ट करें. We might appear to be devil's advocate,
Yeah.
but we're trying to find something good. That's why you guys have reached here, right?
Yeah.
So the question to you, the pointed question to you is that, if your business fails, what's next for you then?
Something else? How do you exit it? Figuring out how the exit strategy is going to work out. If there are people willing to buy it, it will always be a healthy company. Hopefully not in loans and losses. So which has been my game since forever. I don't want to be in a state where I'm in a loss, and tomorrow always want to be in a state where if somebody decides to purchase whatever the company acquired it's in a healthy state.
Tell me one big risk you have taken for the past 6 months or 1 year. Any risk you have taken?
Fact that I'm actually not in a job, in a conventional job in itself.
It's not about that if you're in a job, then you will be in a risk
Yeah.
or something, as Rakesh ji is saying, that being an entrepreneur and taking
I think-
decisions, actually.
So when you look at
Like,
it,
what are the-
I want to pivot, and I'll tell you, we've taken 2 to 3 pivots. When we had pre-COVID, we got a grant from IIT to set up robotics labs. February 2020 is when we were going to set up our first lab. We immediately pivoted online. So that's one. The second pivot is when we started off with a newspaper for kids back in 2018. I saw that as a decline because I've seen reading levels shoot down, plummet, basically. We had to wind that business up, basically. So taken some hard decisions on what's not working, what's working for us. Being profitable also means understanding what's not working, very quickly being agile and moving next. Now that's the second. So these are 2 major pivots that we took. But today when we are looking, even when you look at my physical setup, I'm not a brick and mortar business. I figured out a good enough revenue share model